from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby set to kick off.
What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, it's condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score Browns 3. Ravens nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Made by Christian.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Quite
the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 7.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 24, Prescott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Browns' 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 7 yards, the pickup there. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight disruption he can cause.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Prescott off play action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
4 at the 32-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. So we have reached half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
17. Ravens.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Returning it, Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete. On the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Ah, fuck.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. A 10-yard loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here with Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Once again, it's Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action now, Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Yeah, his whole division is
Second
close.
catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Man, come
And he's
on,
going
no.
to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Yeah.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On play action, Prescott. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Ravens.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Intercepted.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. So you get it towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pick it off, boy.
Y'all out here having secret parties, huh?
It ain't secret if it's public and you found it.
That is true.
There wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sorry, it's too many tomahawks thrown in your back. That's why.
The Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
I just gotta win out. I make play.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Do you want to make the playoffs?
I do, but I know I won't get the top 10. So it's like, hey, might as well make the playoffs. You sound crazy, sir. You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable, sir.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Yeah, it's kind of doing like a little echo. Not mine is. I can hear it on mine.
Come on, man, it's right in front of you.
Big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going
Customers are stupid, bro.
They got the completion.
From here, I don't know what it is, but customers just don't like that. And it's still customers.
Yeah, guy, like you said, stop the
clock. Today with the new one, he told him to stop talking to me. Yes. Yes. I customer he was doing it, but I wouldn't get one. And I was telling him about insurance. He was like, stop. He was like, stop what? He was talking to me. Like, I'm like, yeah.
Want to do whatever, and just put their
bro, he was being weird. I'm like,
position and a touchdown in the other direction.
No, it was. I
Yeah.
was like,
As this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff
I'm like,
race
he's
time
helping
as we
him,
give you
man.
a look. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now, answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Man, I can't wait to get my left tackle back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Huh?
Curtis Samuel, 78 yards. And
Bro.
the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Tell you what happened to me yesterday.
And on that one, able to catch
I got blitzed.
able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So I figured they was running man because the dude motioned with my wide receiver. And then he fucking blitzed me out of nowhere, bro.
First and goal, a field goal would give him the late lead.
Never seen that shit happen. I've never seen a...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 2nd and goal.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Come the fuck on, man.
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Two-point conversion.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there.
Oh, niggas specialize in man coverage. Can't do man coverage.
You also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
It don't matter. I don't like just running zone all the damn time, bro.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down 28-21. A minute 55 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in free agency because he was only a 68 overall. And he is 70, 71 right now.
Doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And he tall enough, like 6'4" or some shit like that.
Just outside the 5.
200 and there it is. 210 or 210 or some shit like that.
Curtis Samuel, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to.
He would have been a star, but I think I played. I think I played Lou or somebody. I don't know.
When you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now...
Give me that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get it all the way down inside
Game time.
the 35-yard line.
What am I looking at on there? It's 450 for the passing yards. I'm good. Yeah.
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
That bitch in the air, seal this game up and keep it moving.
Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Prescott to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll run with Swift. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a touchdown. 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
I was about to say you caught that shit too.
9 seconds now showing on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles.